Spooky Falls, a mysterious, special place, full of mystery, always drawing people closer. The road to get there always different, but familiar each time you visit. Things are getting strange around here. Remember, things aren't always what they seem.
We go.
There we go.
Yeah, we going.
If I was a stripper, I would name myself Dr. Chocolate.
Dr. Chocolate.
Dr. Chocolate.
Oh, just giving out exams.
Don't worry, I'm a doctor. Welcome to Best Buddy Spookies, episode 3.
Episode 3. The dementia is coming in hard.
I had too much vodka. Best Buddy Spookies, episode 3. Ready or not.
From 2019.
That was a good damn movie.
That was a good movie.
Ready or not,
A lot of fun.
it's better than I thought it was going to be. Because
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like The Invitation. The Invitation was okay. It could have been better. But Ready or Not was a sleeper hit. It was a sleeper hit. It was like, I say it's the equivalent of somebody breaking into your house to rob you, but instead, they're giving you money instead. It's kind of like that. Kind of an unsuspected win.
Just break into your house and they give you stolen money they took from somebody else.
I mean, the money's dirty. The money's stolen.
But you're like, I'm getting it, so all right. I get it.
I'm gonna get mine.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hop into this movie because it's a lot. It's a lot going on.
It's a lot going on, but I mean, the movie goes pretty fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna.
It's a very simplistic movie, but at the same time, it
gets wild.
It gets fucking crazy.
It gets wild.
It gets a little bit concerning. So the premise of the movie is just a regular old girl gets married pretty much into this wealthy family.
Yeah.
Marries one of the sons in this wealthy family. And they're having a wedding at their estate. And pretty much shit goes awry real fast.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the abridged version.
The abridged version, yeah. We're gonna dive into we're gonna break it down by the acts here, and then of course at the end we're gonna circle back to favorite kill from the movie, worst part of the movie to basically experience in real life, which there's plenty of them.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we are going to dive into this, and of course your host here, Tango and Crash.
Tango and Crash.
Here to go break this down. We're gonna start. Just right
start with Act 1.
Act 1 right at the beginning. I mean, and it sets up real fast. Like it wastes no time.
Oh yeah.
In my opinion, because you have that flashback scene at the beginning. Little kid Daniel, he's hiding. This guy, he's running around. I think his name's Charles.
Yeah.
He's running. He's freaking out, screaming for his life. He's like asking to be hid. Daniel's like, this is my hiding spot. Here he is. And he gets shot by a spear gun.
Yeah, right
like
in the face.
He's a fish. And then they drag him away into this room or whatever. And then the bride, Helena?
Yeah, Helena.
Helene or something like that?
Helene.
She's like distraught.
Concerned
by this whole thing.
But this what she chose.
She
signed up for this.
That's how it happens.
Yeah.
Fast forward, I think it's like 30 years or something like that. And now this is what you're talking about. Grace, by Samara Weaving. She's getting married to Alex, who is part of the Le Domas family.
Yeah.
Big wealthy family, crazy rich looking estate.
Generational wealth.
Yeah.
But generational wealth on the wrong goddamn terms.
Yeah, we'll get there, but like they look like they had like old world money.
Yeah, old world money.
Yeah, like molasses. But no, it's not molasses.
Yeah.
And then this is where we meet the whole Damas family.
Yeah.
You got
each one of them is a unique character.
Everyone's unique in this one.
Everyone has a colorful personality.
Yes. So you already met Alex.
Yeah.
You already met Grace.
Alex is He's the brother. Well, isn't he the younger brother?
Yeah, he was the younger brother.
Yeah,
that was hiding.
and he seems like an all right, decent human being. He
seems all right. Everyone kind of seems all right.
Yeah,
for the most part. But this is where you start meeting the families. Everyone's arriving. This is where you meet Daniel from the beginning of the movie. He's the one that gave up Charles, basically.
Yeah.
His wife Charity. She comes into play. Then you Alex's sister Emily, and she's all hooked on drugs.
Yeah, she is coked out of her mind.
She's coked out.
The amount of coke she did in that movie, I was impressed. I usually do 8 lines in a Red Bull, but she was going to town.
She was Keith Richards level of.
She was having a guy. She was playing in the snow.
She was. She was building a snowman.
She said, "I'm going to find a white rabbit."
She was.
Hats off. She got a strong heart.
She does.
That was
a strong note.
That was a lot of coke.
Yeah, a lot.
Let's go through the rest of the family.
She's married to Fitch. I liked Fitch.
Yeah.
Fitch was. He was like goofy.
Yeah.
Kind of doofy at the same time.
A little sassy.
But like, I don't know. He had a lot of comedic elements to him, like the way he kind of talked about stuff.
Yeah.
I liked Fitch. I thought Fitch was a fun character. But they have 2 kids. They have Georgie and Gabe.
Yeah, those little fuckers.
Those
little fucking cunts.
Continue. Your damn children. And then you get to see Aunt Helene.
Aunt Helene.
Who aged into some kind of scarecrow looking thing.
Aunt Helene looked like she died and came back to life because death didn't want her. She looked like the damn crypt keeper.
She looked upset that she's still alive.
Yeah.
But she just had the same look on her face the entire time. Just scowl and disgust.
Looked like she was undressing me with her eyes, but undressing me in a way that she was taking my skin off.
Yeah, in a very angry way.
I said, "Bitch, don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Don't take my soul."
Yeah, she
looked like she'd suck your soul.
Yeah,
out of your body,
and not in the good way.
But through your butt.
Yeah, not in the good way.
Not in a good way. Not in a like I'm glad I paid for this. Like,
yeah, not in the good way.
I didn't read the terms and conditions, and this is what I got.
Yeah, shit.
So, and then you meet his parents.
Yeah.
Tony and Becky.
Yeah.
So you get to meet the parents. So that's pretty much everybody there. And I know there's, I think he comes in to play later. Stevens. He's like the
butler.
He's like the butler.
Yeah, he's like the butler. Pretty much right hand man.
The right hand man of at least the dad, Tony.
You have the dad.
But I think it's the whole family.
Yeah.
But he mainly does things that
Tony says.
Tony asks.
Yeah, right hand Tony.
Yeah, right hand Tony man. So that's like pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
You know. So they get married. They're doing their thing. This is where, after they get married, they're up in the room. They're like, hey, it's like, I mean, I feel like he's trying to warn her a little bit, like
without outright saying
it. Like Alex is like, hey, I'm trying to explain something to you. But then like it gets interrupted, and about like they got to play a game basically. So it basically kind of comes out that when they're sitting there, that after the ceremony, Tony kind of goes through this whole backstory, like one of their ancestors. I don't remember exactly who he was. Victor Ledemas.
Yes.
But made a deal with somebody.
Yeah, who was pretty much the devil.
Yeah, pretty much. But he went by LaBelle.
Yeah, went by a different human name.
Yeah, LaBelle.
Yeah.
And it was, they made a deal, and the exchange was like, like they would be observing this tradition in exchange for like all this crazy wealth, which is a red flag.
Already.
That's a red flag.
Already.
It's like a shit.
And their ancestor, the great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, made a deal with this demonic entity and said, hey, I'll give you all the wealth you want. But hey, let me just tell you, you're going to have to pay me something.
Yeah.
And he was probably just at the time, their great ancestor was probably just like, oh, well, I get the wealth now, and my future family got to worry about that shit. I don't give a damn about my family.
Yeah, you're like, I'm trying to wash my feet.
Yeah,
I got dirty feet.
I'm trying to get paid.
Yeah. So he was
obviously.
like, yeah. He's like,
so I'm pretty sure by the circumstances, they had to make a sacrifice.
Yeah.
They had to play this game regardless, or, they're going to rinse due.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, rinse due.
Yeah. You're time to collect interest.
So while Alex is telling Grace about the family history and all that, he's kind of hinting like, hey, this is what you're going to have to do to get into the family. If you don't, then it's curtain time. And, Grace was just kind of listening to him, but just
thought she just thought it was kind of like silly. Really got to play a game.
Yeah, she was just like
sitting in this crazy big like hall
mansion.
Yeah,
she's probably just like, was just like, okay, Alex.
They just pass his box around, and like a card comes out with a game, and it's random. They don't get to pick or choose. It just comes out. The LaBelle puzzle box thing basically makes all the way around the table, gets to Grace. The card comes out, and it says hide and seek. And that's when everybody's like, well, shit. It's like, no one seems really happy about this, like, because this is the last time this happened was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Before Aunt Helene dried up and became a taxidermist.
Yeah.
And just got stuffed with no emotions. So she's like, okay, you have to basically hide until morning. Until morning. And that was like the only explanation that she's given, and she's like, okay.
And whatever. The dad pretty much, he didn't come off as creepy. The dad said, all you gotta do is just hide till morning. And Grace is just like, okay, this is kind of silly. Like
this is
Grace didn't take it seriously because she didn't understand the ramifications.
Yeah.
And I circle back to this box. If it put out hide and seek, one thing I need to know is, does it just pull out random games? Or like, what the fuck are we doing each time? Because if this was hide and seek, I'm telling you right now, if that thing is putting out games to play, if it pulls out Chutes and Ladders, Candyland, certain games, if it would have said, hey, you got to play this to survive, I'm fucking dying. Especially if it was this game called Bananagrams. Bananagrams is fucking evil. I'd kill myself right then. Just because. After this episode, look up Bananagrams.
I'll look it up.
And you'll understand why.
I feel like it would also be really shitty if they're like, hey, we're going to play Cards Against Humanity.
Yo. Could you imagine that? The level of stress and just knowing that if you lose, the whole family's going to fuck you up right there and kill you?
But she doesn't know
that yet. She
doesn't know that yet.
Shitty titties.
Because she's like, okay, I'll go hide. And then while she's hiding, this is when everybody is just in the armory getting
weapons.
The weapons they used in the Mummy. Like, there's an elephant gun. Like, there's all kinds. There's a fucking crossbow.
Oh, yeah, because they said that, why can't we use modern weapons? And they said, oh, it's tradition. So they're using the family tradition weapons with axes and crossbows and all these medieval weapons. And they're just like, oh, we don't want to use this shit.
Yeah.
But
tradition. That's why they turn off the security cameras, because they didn't have it, all that stuff.
They didn't want to cheat.
Yeah.
They said, oh, we're going to do this like great grandpa used to do it.
Back in the wilderness.
Yeah, back in the goddamn dark ages.
So, of course, Grace is like, I think she's like hiding in like the dumbwaiter or something.
Yeah.
Like that. And she's like, whatever, I'm not taking this serious. So she's like, she gets out. And then, my goodness, this is right in my throat. So this is when Alex finds Grace, who witnesses that Emily accidentally killed one of the maids. Because she thought that it was Grace. And then that's when she's like, oh shit.
This is real.
This is a different game. This is a different level. This is hard target.
At first, she didn't believe it until she realized, like, oh,
yeah.
well, shiver me timbers. This is real. And then she goes and Alex comes in trying to say, hey, this is what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
This is real. And she starts freaking out. She's like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is wrong with your family? And Alex is just like, hey, listen, I know this is weird. Sugar Bear, Pookie, Boo Boo, I'm going to need you to stay calm and let me explain this. Because if I don't explain this, they're going to come in.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're gonna wear you like a skin suit,
or whatever they were gonna do at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then this is where Alex is like, "Hey, we're cursed, and anytime a new member, like this is part of this ritual, if the new member draws this hide and seek card, the rest of the family is supposed to find them and sacrifice them." And the last time it was played is when he says, like, yeah, when Helene's husband Charles, which was at the beginning of the movie, and then so she is then navigating, trying to get his, trying to navigate and just try to stay hidden. Alex is like, I'm gonna try to find a way to get you out of here.
He was, for the most part, Alex was doing the right thing.
He was doing the right thing.
His heart was in the right place.
Then we get to a part where
the brother wasn't really feeling it either.
He was not feeling this at all.
The older Alex's brother, because Daniel had done it so many times. He's just like, at this point, he said he didn't care what happens if the ritual wasn't complete because he was tired.
Because he was like, maybe we deserve it,
Yeah.
And that's when
his wife was kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was not a pleasant person.
Yeah, she was not. She was not. She was pretty much there for the money. She survived the game, though.
Yeah. Well, because it's been 30 years since they did hide and seek. So I don't even remember like all the different games because I think Fitch says like, oh, when I picked the game, I got this game, and it was just like a joke.
Yeah.
But it's like this ain't it.
Yeah.
But so this is where Daniel does come across Grace, but what he does is he's like, I'll give you a head start.
Yeah.
Because he, again, like you said, like
he didn't want to play the game. He's fucking tired.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not here for it. Like, I feel like
I've done this too many times.
This family's not it. This family's not it.
Yeah, Daniel was tired. And he tells Grace, hey, even though I want to help you, I can't. I'm going to give you a head start. Get the fuck out of here. And he gives her a head start. She leaves, and then he calls the family into the room just like, oh, she's in here. And then they go in there, and they're
already gone.
They're fucking mad at Daniel. They're just like, they're mad at him because they're asking him, why would you do that? You know how serious this is. And Daniel's making a drink, just relaxing, just thinking, hey, I'm having a good time. I don't really care about this. I'm going to have a drink. You all can politely go fuck yourselves.
I mean, I think some of that stems from at the beginning when he's like, oh, yeah, he's over here. And then he's like, oh, this is what happens? He's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not good.
Yeah, this isn't what I want to do.
And then this is where we meet before we get... I went one step ahead. Again. So this happens again because she's coked out of her mind.
Oh, yeah.
Emily kills another maid.
She's
she's
fucking
killing
up.
maids. She's just taking them out. And it's like, the first one, she thought it was Grace, so she tried to kill her there.
Yeah.
Well, that's not her. And then this one, I think, was like a complete accident. Like, she was just like, she wasn't even looking and she wasn't even paying attention. Takes out another maid.
Another maid done.
Yeah. Like.
And mind you, after she fucked up 2 times, the family's just calling her a fuck up. Just saying, hey, you need, just like, Emily, darling, boo-boo. Hey, come here. Let's have a pep talk. Get your shit together, or this is bad for us. Mind you, she said, okay, I'm going to get myself together. Keeps doing coke. Keeps doing coke. Yep. She was bumping lines like a damn conga line.
She was just going all out in the snow.
Yeah.
She was going out.
Jesus Christ, Emily.
Yeah.
And then from there, that's when Grace gets more comfortable. She got her tennis shoes on, rips her wedding dress. She's in survival mode right now.
Not yet.
Oh yeah,
We're
yeah.
getting there.
Yeah.
So now she's trying to get out, and that's where she runs into Stevens, the butler.
Yeah.
And he's just like cooking shit. He's just making hot water
Yeah.
in the kitchen, and this is where she's trying to get out, and
Him and her getting to it.
but you know what, you are right, because she does have all of her stuff. She's ready to go.
Yeah, she's in survival mode.
But she's trying to get out.
Yeah.
And then that's when the door's blocked. She can't get out. And Alex is watching over the security cameras because he says turn it back on. And he's like, okay, I'm going to unlock the door so she can get out. I think she hits him with like the boiling water, and then like it makes her escape out the door, and she goes running away. She tries to escape, but that's when, she's working her way through the forest.
She's running.
Yeah,
she's running.
She's running
like a damn track star. She gets pretty damn far away from the house
with those Converse.
Yeah, she had on some good ass Converse. They were durable.
Yeah.
She was trucking it.
That's an ad for Converse in itself, right there.
I was looking at her and nicknamed her Barry Allen because she was running like the goddamn Flash. But when she gets to the gate, she tries to squeeze through a piece, and it's just cutting her up a little bit. But she gets through, and she's out.
She's out. And then that car comes driving by, and she's trying to flag it down, and then it just like drives past her. And she's like, "The fuck is wrong with you people?"
Yeah. She kind of goes crazy a little bit, and then the butler comes in the car.
Yep.
Snatches her up.
Yeah.
Snatches her up like a predator. And then I thought to myself, damn, well, they got her.
Yeah.
They got her.
And they're all like losing it at this point because they're like, holy shit.
It's almost sunup.
It's like we're getting closer to sunup. And then it's like we're running out of time for this stuff. So now they're like, fuck it. Throw the security cameras on. It's like, oh, he didn't use it because he didn't have the technology, but you knew he would if it was there during that time. So
yeah, the dad kind of broke down. The dad was freaking out.
He was like, I'm not losing this fucking game.
He was losing it, and the dad was stressed. I could feel his stress. It looked like he was about to pop a blood vessel.
Yeah.
The dad was about to hit somebody.
Yeah.
One of the kids, his wife, somebody.
Before we go any further, let's backtrack a little bit. Because before she got captured again, I got my timeline mixed up here. She ran into the goat shed.
Oh, yeah.
She ran into the goat shed, and there was like this little like drop spot thing here, and
she fell into
the thing. Well, she got shot in the hand by one of the kids. I think it's Georgie.
Yeah.
Because he was like waiting in the goat shed. I don't know why he's fucking waiting in the goat shed.
Because they were weird goddamn kids, both of them.
Children with corn motherfuckers.
Weird little cunts.
He has a gun. I'm like, what the fuck? Who's letting the kids have guns?
Yeah.
He's fucking.
And then she knocks the kid out.
Yeah. That was a satisfying moment.
Yeah.
Shot in the hand, and she like in his prime Tyson punch.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Just bam.
But then she fell into the pit of all the bodies and the sludge.
Yeah.
And she's just freaks out. She's all like, what is this? This disgusting, devious pile of just nasty shit. Then she tries to climb out.
She's got a bullet hole in her hand. And as she's reaching up, she puts the hole in a nail.
In a rusty nail. Into the bullet hole hand.
Yeah. To basically anchor her so she doesn't fall again. And I'm just like, oh.
And she pulls herself out. And the first thing I'm thinking is, that thing's infected.
I hope you're up to date on your shot.
I'm just like, baby girl, you're gonna have to clean that hand.
Yeah, you're gonna need more than
it just felt dirty because she climbing through all that sludge, dead ass, and then got that rusty nail. I'd be pissed.
Yeah,
I'd be a little livid. I'd be livid.
Yeah,
And then after all that, we fast forward back to when she got kidnapped by the right-hand man of the dad, the butler.
Stevens, yeah.
Then she does a smart thing. She starts kicking the shit out of that chair.
That scene is probably one of my top picks of the movie. Just the way that played out, where Stevens calls them on the video phone thing he's got going on. He's like, "Hey, I got her. She's in the back." And they're like, "Oh," everyone's like celebrating. Everyone's like feeling really good. Stevens is blaring opera music super fucking loud.
Yeah.
To the point where he can't hear anything. And then Grace is getting up in the back seat and they're like trying to get his attention. They're like, "Hey, Stevens, you idiot. She's right behind you."
And she just starts going nuts back there.
She goes nuts on him. But what I loved about that scene, everyone watching was just like, "Oh," like they're all like laughing as he's just getting the shit kicked out of him. Like, "Oh, like they're watching a boxing match on TV."
And then Grace, MVP, crashes the car.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, they get her again.
But I think this was I like Daniel, the older brother.
Yeah.
Like, I liked him because I feel like he's like, this family's not it.
Yeah.
And Daniel just happened to be near the crash, and you can tell, like, he does not want anything bad to happen to her. Like, he realizes, like, this is... you don't even understand why this is happening or what's going on.
We need to stop this.
But he does capture her because he realizes that his dad is like kind of hiding off to the side a little bit.
He's right behind him.
Yeah. So it's like, I feel like he did that because he knew his dad was.
He had to knock her out.
Yeah. He had to do something.
Yeah.
So, so now she's captured again. And this whole time, after the Le Dumas family realized that Andy was in the security room and he was helping her escape, he's been tied up this whole time. He's been like tied up to his bed, and they're just like, "Hey, like you know how important this is. Like, do you even have like what it takes? Like, are you even, all that crap?"
And then he switches up.
So yeah, so he does.
And he switches up.
And we'll get to that here, because now we're going into the final act basically. Grace is about to be sacrificed. They're about to do whatever ritual they're about to do. They got the knife. She's on the table.
Yeah.
They're all passing whatever in that fucking cup.
Yeah.
And they're all drinking it except Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel didn't drink any because turns out Daniel put in some sort of acid. I think like hydrochloric acid or something.
Yeah, something to make him throw up and disorient him for a bit.
Yeah, just like fucking burn him up a little bit, not enough to kill him, just enough to fuck him up.
To distract him.
He can get in there and be like, "Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save you. We're going to get you out of here and do all that stuff." So he's trying to help Grace escape, Daniel. And this is where his wife, Charity, comes out. And she's pointing the gun. She's like, "I'm going to kill Grace." And he's like, "No, like, we don't need to do this." And she's like trying to plead with him and stuff like that. And she fucking shoots Daniel in the neck.
Yeah, fucking shoots him.
Yeah, right in the fucking neck. And he's like bleeding out. And
he dies.
He died.
Which
sucked because I like Daniel. I think he was probably my favorite.
He was doing the right thing.
He was my favorite of the people in the family. I like Fitch, but I feel like Daniel had some sort of character arc from the beginning of the movie when he was like, "Here's this guy. Oh, that's what we do? My shit, bad."
Yeah.
And then now he's like, "No,
I don't want to do this.
I don't want to be a part of this anymore. Whatever happens probably should happen to us. Clearly this isn't good."
So Daniel dies
because he gets shot in the neck.
And bleeds out.
Yeah.
Gets all that done.
Grace is running. And during all this stuff, I don't remember exactly how it happens, but like all of a sudden a fire starts. The mansion starts catching on fire, right? And this is where Grace is attacked by Becky, the mom, and this is like the only person she actually kills.
Yeah.
She beats the shit out of Becky's face and head with the card box.
Yeah.
The bail box, or whatever you want to call it. Just
beats the shit out of her.
Ground beefs.
Because she's tired. She's had a long day.
And it's like the mom was always like really nice to her and was just like, hey, and like, I really like you and all this stuff. Like, and then it's like, but you gotta die. And it's like,
Grace wasn't having it. Grace was tired. She was more tired than working a 9 to 5. And I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
She beat the hell out of mom and said, okay, look here. Look here, fuckers. I've had a long day. We're done. I probably got pink eye, gingivitis, all types of shit going on with my hand and my body. I need to go. Kills the mom.
Yep.
And then after that,
just pummels the shit.
She runs into Alex after that.
This is where because Alex has finally gotten out of his restraints, so he's loose. And he comes across Grace, like, while she's just mulching his mom's head.
Yeah.
And this is where, like, Grace starts to kind of pull away from him, you know, where it's like, see, now there's that distrust where she's like, I don't know, I can't be a part of this. And then that's this where the turning point came in. You're like, shit, it's coming. Because he's like, he says something along the lines like, oh, you'll never trust me again. Or like realizing like that level of trust is just gone.
But then he lures her back in.
That's when he like holds on to her like real tight and starts calling everybody in.
Yeah, because he lures her in and said, oh, yeah, everything's going to be all right. Everything's fine. We could build on this. Then
yeah, because she starts pulling away. And he's like, okay.
Then the switch up happens.
That's when he's like, okay. He goes like,
and he calls the family. She's trying to get away, and I'm just sitting there, just like, oh, Alex, you dirty, filthy bitch, you dirty dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's your wife. Come on now.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
I said, you was doing good. Why can't you be more like your brother? You're a disappointment to
like
this.
Your brother and get shot in the neck.
Well, be more like your brother did.
Yeah.
I was just thinking to myself, Alex, I can't support you no more.
Yeah.
You
lost my vote.
Yeah, you lost my vote.
Yeah.
You're the disappointment of the family.
Yeah.
You're the child.
And
your mom
you're competing against the cocaine sister.
Yeah, you're competing with the cocaine sister. And I would have said, if I was somebody there, if I was Grace, I would have said, you know what, Alex? Your mama should have swallowed you. You're a disappointment.
Yeah.
You're a disappointment. You're a disappointment.
Like if your mom had said yes, you wouldn't be here. But now here we are. I got to deal with this shit.
Here we are, Alex. Bitch. And then.
So now they subdue her and they're like, we'll just do the ritual right here. In like whatever room they're in. It looked like a kitchen.
Yeah, they were in the main kind of library, kind of book study room.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were in the book study.
Were they? I thought they were in like a eating room. Like they were like the dining room, maybe like the long table. Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah,
but I think that's kind of what I
yeah, they were next to the fireplace.
And this is where they're like, okay, we're just gonna have to do the ritual right here. We still got time. But Grace breaks free from getting stabbed with the knife, and she gets out of the way. And then then sun's up.
Yeah, sun's
up. She won.
Game's over.
She got to the end.
She has everybody at the standstill with the knife pointed at everybody. Then sun's up, and then the dad's just like, "Okay, this is it. What's gonna happen?"
Yeah, like everybody's frozen. Nobody knows what's about to happen, and like nothing's going on. So everyone's just kind of like, "That's it." Like, this is it?
It was all bullshit.
Yeah.
And then you think it had me for a second.
Because that was Fitch. Because Fitch was like, he goes, are these curses real or are they bullshit? Like he was doing that, like he was doing research in the bathroom at one point. Or no, that he was also doing research on how to use the crossbow that they gave him. But he's like, family curse is real or bullshit. You know, he's like, I knew it was bullshit.
And I thought it was bullshit too. I said, oh.
I was like, what an interesting way for this to end, where it's just like, oh, okay, nothing's happened. But then Aunt Helene.
This movie took a turn for the worse. What?
She was like, no, fuck this. I'm still gonna kill this bitch.
And she runs toward her.
Yep.
Explodes.
Yes.
Explodes.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting any of this.
She popped. And that caught me off guard so fucking much. Because I was like, all right, like, is this one of those movies where it ends where they're just like, oh,
okay, you won the game.
My bad.
We gotta let her go.
Well,
or she fights her way out.
Yeah, I was like, you can't really just let her go at this point because she's like, you all tried to kill me.
Yeah, I'm thinking, oh, she's just gonna fight her way out. But no, Aunt Helene's explodes. Then everybody just explodes, and I'm sitting there just thinking to myself, oh, well, this took a turn. I didn't think this was gonna happen. Well, fuck me.
Yeah.
Well, scissor me timbers. Then everybody starts exploding.
Everybody starts popping. Like, Helene pops. Fucking Dad pops.
The Dad pops last.
Alex pops last.
Oh yeah. Alex pops last. That was supposed to say. Sorry.
But then the Charity, she runs out with the kids.
And they pop. No,
it's Emily. Emily runs out with the kids.
They popped out.
And they all pop off screen, but then you just see just like blood popping. Like,
and then Alex is the last one left, and he's just like, hey, he's just like, baby girl, it's me. It's your husband.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. He tries to reconcile. He said, we can fix this. Baby, I made a mistake.
Yeah.
He sounded like an abuser. Just like, baby, I didn't mean to hit you. Yeah. I didn't want to hit you, but I had to do it. And she's just like, no, Alex.
No.
You fucked up.
I want a divorce. Fucking throws the ring at him, and he just pops.
Burst.
Just explodes.
And she's standing there in disbelief because she's had the most craziest night of her life. Probably has so many infections in her hand.
What started out should have been like the greatest day. Just got married. You want to be a part of this great big family, and then
wealthy family.
Everybody tried to kill you, and then exploded into little blood balloons.
And then the crazy part is when she looked over at the chair and she saw. Yeah, she saw
like a brief, kind of like flashy outline of LaBelle, and he like nods at her. He nods at her like,
she's like, good job.
He's like, good shit.
Good job. Good shit. I respect the fight.
Yeah.
He respected her. He said, you know what, kid? You did a good job.
He's like, hey, you played the game, you won.
You won.
He's like, hey,
He said, you're free to go.
Yeah.
And she sees that, and she's just looks in disbelief.
Yeah.
Thinking to herself, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. Because now, I mean, the movie ends where she basically, she walks out. The fucking mansion's on fire. It's ablaze. And she's just covered in blood. She's all fucked up. And she's like, I'm just going to sit on these steps, light a smoke. The cops are coming in. And then there's like a brief thing. It's like, oh, the cops are like, hey, what happened? And she just goes, the in-laws. And then it fucking ends.
And then the movie ends.
And it ends. What a fucking... Like...
It wasn't the movie I was expecting.
It wasn't what I was expecting.
I enjoyed it.
And I enjoyed the shit out of it. But at the same time, I also, like, man, for Grace to just be like, how do I explain this to the cops?
Yeah,
how am I going to explain? It's like, I'm the sole survivor. There's this
of a goddamn murder orgy.
There's dead bodies everywhere. There was Satan, devil,
Satan himself,
for the most part,
blew up everybody.
But like, yeah, those people blew up and they're gone.
Yeah,
like,
you're
not going to find anything out of that. But like, the cops are going to go in there, and I'm sure they're going to find the accidentally murdered maids. You know, like, it's like she's left there, and she's like, I don't even know how to explain this. I don't even know what to do.
The way I would start it out is, hey, hear me out. I got married into this family. They were into some weird shit. Here we are. I didn't murder anybody. They did. When they ask me who did it, I'm going to say the family did, but Satan took them. That's all I can say. Satan took them.
There's no real good way to explain it where they're going to be like, sure. They're going to be like, we have rooms with paths for you. And you need to take some time.
But the one takeaway from this movie is that ending threw me for a loop. Because at first, I didn't think anything was going to happen. I thought to myself, oh, the curse is bullshit. Now she got to fight her way out. But the movie said, hey, guess what? They weren't fucking lying.
They weren't lying.
And he just taking souls left and right.
I feel like he had fun taking those souls. He's like, I've been waiting for these.
I've been waiting generations for your family to fuck up.
Yeah, he's like, I've been waiting for this yellow Converse wearing Barbie to just come in and fuck your world up. Get outsmarted. I'm like, you knew he had fun because he's like, he could have taken them at any point once the game was over.
Oh yeah, he just waited.
He just waited. He waited
and watched.
He's like, let me see how I'm gonna do this. Waited for Helene to go for the axe. He's like, I'm gonna take you right now. Boom.
He even let Alex give off his baby girl speech.
Yeah.
He could have took him right there. He said, you know what? We're gonna wait a second. I'm gonna let you get your speech out.
And he let it was Charity, I think it was, like with the kids.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're gonna run away. And he's like, go ahead.
Boom.
Go ahead.
Done.
Make it past the threshold. You're done.
But
you popped him. Yeah. Like he was waiting and like, oh yeah, he's like, Alex, like, yeah, go ahead. Say your piece. He goes, I'm gonna let her get her one-liner in. I'm gonna let her. I know she's got it coming. She's been thinking about this for a while. Let her get it out. Divorce, and you knew he was sitting there. He wasn't silent. He was like, yeah, damn right. And then that's when he's like, I'm gonna take you now. Oh,
he was on a mission.
Yeah, he was on a mission.
He was on a mission.
He was having fun. He was having Freddy levels of fun. And at the end, he's like, oh wait, I'll pick you off when I want.
I say my favorite character in the movie. I gotta say it's Emily. I gotta say it's Emily and her coke habits. It's Emily and her coke habits. Cause
she was a fun character, and she was just dropping maids. Just my bad.
The fact that she was doing that many drugs and still coherent, blew my mind. I said, "Hats off to you, girl.
Good for you."
Hats off to you, because I don't know how you still functioning and hearing conversations with that much drugs in your body.
Yeah, it's like you should have been knocked out a long time ago.
You should have been a runner or something in the Olympics with that much stamina.
Yeah, jeez. I still think my favorite character was Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel.
Like I was rooting for him because you could tell, like, dude was like really like, no, this isn't fair for you because you didn't sign up for this. You didn't know you were signing up for this, and here you are, kind of getting fucked over. So I liked Daniel.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the movie.
Ready or not.
If
you haven't watched it, go watch it.
That is a fun watch.
Listen here. I'm going to say if you haven't seen Ready or Not, go watch it. I don't want to call you a bitch. Please go watch it. Please. Just do it for me.
Before the mudblood comes out.
Yeah, before the mudblood comes out. And we don't want that.
No, we don't.
We don't want that. It almost came out of the pause for a second. I said,
there, and I'm like, ooh.
I was like, oh.
Pull it back in.
I was like, let me reel this back in.
But now, let's get to our little two enders here. What was your favorite kill in the movie?
My favorite kill.
Oh,
my favorite kill is when Emily killed the first maid. When she killed the first maid, that had me dying. I was distraught. I said, ain't no way she fucking up this bad. Mm-hmm. I'm rocking with that. Now, if we're talking about the main family dying,
I mean, it could be your favorite kill in the entire movie because I like your pick.
I'm gonna say Emily with the maids. Emily with the maids. Two-piece combo. Yeah, two-piece combo.
You're like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I'm like, I got a drug problem.
Two-piece combo.
I got a drug problem. My man, my favorite kill sequence. I'm gonna exclude the ending because I like that so much because it was like, oh shit, I did not see that coming.
It was just
I was just like
out of character.
It was like that, like where's this gonna go moment,
Yeah.
and that was like the twist. And I was like, man, that was a good twist. I really enjoyed that.
It was,
but I'm not gonna pick that one. I'm going to go with Stevens, just getting his ass rocked in the car while he's trying to drive. That whole sequence, she's fucking him up. They're just watching like they're watching a UFC event. Go, oh, like he's just getting fucking rocked. And then the car crashes. He's dead.
Yeah.
That whole little sequence, because it's funny. Because it's funny. I like the humor in these.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
That would be my pick. Now, what would be the most terrifying part of this movie to experience in real life for you?
Okay. Shit.
This is gonna be it. This is gonna be a good one.
Shit.
Like
if I got married to a female and she told me, hey, this is what you have to do to be within the family, and the same situation happened to me, I'm leaving the goddamn house.
So
I'm leaving.
If you were in Grace's position,
If I was in Grace's position, my black senses would be tingling. As soon as she start telling me, my wife start telling me some stuff like, hey, this is what we play, a little game in the family. I'm locked in. I'm listening. My senses are going off. What do you mean your family played a game? What I'm asking questions. What type of game? How long are we playing it for? Why are we doing it on the wedding day? What is happening? Will there be food there? I'm asking all the questions. And then I'm gonna read from her mannerisms if this is life or death, or if it's just like hee hee ha ha. If it's hee hee ha ha, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, we could go upstairs, play some checkers, play some tic-tac-toe. If she said, as soon as she say, no, it's not that type of game, it's a little bit more serious. Okay, I can't trust her. Karate chopping her in the throat, throwing her in the closet. Then, depending on how many family members is there, I'm going to saddle up, tie the belt buckle around my hand, and we're going upstairs, going into the living room, wherever the other family at, and we just have to go to work and beat everybody's ass. We got to beat everybody's ass. I'm beating everybody's ass. I'm getting out of there. We doing, like Captain America said, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Same situation happened to me. Everybody's getting their ass beat. Everybody's getting fisted. I'm getting out of there one way or another. That's all I'm saying. Now, some people may say, hey, karate chopping your wife in the throat, why would you do that? My question is, why am I in this murder orgy house in the first place? That's my question. I'm fighting my way out.
See, now
everybody's feet is getting fucked.
I feel like in the movie, I feel like Alex should have. He was like trying to explain it to her, but then got kind of cut off, and I'm like, maybe finish what you had to say. You know what I mean?
Finish it.
Now, I see both sides because I 100% agree. If you're getting brought into this family and like, yeah, we play a game. Like, well, what kind of game playing? Are we on PlayStation or Xbox? Because I gotta get used to the controls.
Yeah, like what's happening?
Can I mess with the settings? I need that inverted up and down. And they're like, no, let's play more like this type of game. It's like, yeah, it's some red flags, coming up, and it's like 100%. Oh, this is serious. Oh, this is. I watched a lot of Van Damme in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
So I've seen Hard Target. I know what happens. I don't need Arnold Vosloo coming around the corner with a shotgun. I'm not playing that game.
Stress levels high.
Yeah.
Anxiety out of this world.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. I'm fucking leaving.
I'm leaving.
I'm leaving.
Wedding is off.
It's done. It's over. I'm still leaving. I'm done.
Yeah.
But because I was trying to think like, okay, now that I'm technically married and I'm part of the family, it's like, if I just leave, would something bad happen? No, because she's not officially part of the family until she plays the game.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
never
yeah.
mind. Never mind.
I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. Fucking, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
But so I feel like that would probably be the most terrifying. But then I guess it depends on the point of view. Because if I'm in the family, then if we lose this game, and I've been raised my whole life that shit could go fucking sideways because somebody made a pact with somebody they fucking shouldn't have because they just wanted to wash their toenails. I feel like that would be fucking scary too, because you're like, shit, if we don't win,
we all die.
This game of Uno,
everybody dies.
We get the reverse card.
Could you imagine?
And we're just done?
Instead of hide and seek, the whole family and the new member has to play Uno. Could you imagine at the table the levels of stress it would be if you're playing Uno, you're the last member of the family, and you just hit a fucking draw 7 or a reverse?
Or you get that Uno No Mercy where it's like a +10.
Bitch! If you get Uno No Mercy and you gotta draw 10 and the family is on the line, I'm shooting myself right there. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm shooting myself right there. Uno No Mercy, your whole family, the bloodline depends on you winning this game.
Or you think you got it, you're down to 2 cards and you're like, haha, you have like here's like a wild +2 and you give it to them and you're playing Uno No Mercy and they hit here's the reverse +5 and you're just like, I got nothing, and you're done.
Oh, the level of stress and anxiety, I couldn't do it. Halfway through the game, I'm gonna say, hey, I gotta opt out. I gotta go take a stress shit. I'm not gonna be focused.
You could die like Elvis on the toilet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be focused, especially if I see a family member. If I see one member of the family get hit with a double draw 10 and they kill themselves at the table, I'm gonna be sitting there. I'm gonna be sitting there with so much stress. I'm probably gonna throw up on the table. First family member of the game, they instantly, 5 minutes in, they get to draw 10, kill themselves at the table.
It's just done.
And I'm just right next to him, brain pieces on my face. And then the other family member looking at me, all right, it's your turn. Ends out the game.
I don't want to play this fucking game anymore.
I'm going to be like, I don't want to play this goddamn game.
Can we do Connect 4?
Yeah, like I need an easy game. Connect 4, Hungry Hippos.
Could you imagine the stress if they're like, hey, we're going to play Battleship?
Jesus. I don't even remember how to play Battleship.
Could you? Oh, you got your ships. You got to strategically place them and hope that the other person that you're playing against is missing all your shots.
I couldn't do it. It's
stress.
Certain games I couldn't do.
Stress.
If it was,
are you kidding me?
What other games is there?
I would rip my nipples off.
It would be too stressful. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And each time I think about this scenario, whether it be Battleship, Hungry Hippos, I think of one member of the family losing in the first 3 minutes, blowing their brains out.
I would end up, the stress. I would end up like Jim Carrey at the end of Batman Forever, just flapping my arms around in my room with wings I made out of my bed sheets. Fucking lose my mind.
Now, if I'm the family member who's super confident, I said, oh, we're going to play a game and we have to win, and I lose the first 5 minutes of that game for being too cocky, I'm leaving the table. I'm going upstairs to the roof and I'm jumping off. I'm jumping off right into the botanical garden. So at least I die somewhere nice.
I can fertilize it.
At least I'm dying somewhere nice.
Oh my God.
I couldn't do it.
No.
I'd be the weakest link of the family.
Oh my God.
Especially if I seen Trevor kill themselves after the first 5 minutes.
Oh. You know. I'm
gonna look over and say, I'm next.
Cards Against Humanity, and if you lose, you die based on whatever's on the card.
Oh,
The depravity that are on those cards. Some of those, I'm pretty sure, are war crimes.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure they were in the Nuremberg trials
Yeah.
back in World War II.
they are war crimes.
Yeah,
I'm glad that the movie picked hide and
I'll
seek.
take hide and seek.
That's the most safest. Duck, duck, goose.
Ugh.
Duck, duck, goose. Could you imagine just sitting there?
But I'm not moving. You got to come back to this spot. I'm gonna wait for you.
Duck, duck, goose, you all lose the game and then you all explode in the circle? Nope. It's certain games I wouldn't do. It's
what if or tag? Just regular.
I'll do tag.
No, but anytime somebody gets tagged and you're it, you explode.
See.
So then it's like the last person. Then no one fucking wins that one.
Now, if we shift it to where, if the game instead of hide and seek, if we shift it,
do Red Rover.
if we're playing tag, and they said, okay, we have to catch the new member of the family before fucking sunup, I'm gonna go from a normal person to an Olympic athlete. If we're all dying by sunup,
Oh.
I'm gonna strap an oxygen tank to my goddamn chest so I can run infinitely. I don't think scientifically that works, but I'm gonna
do it anyway.
I'm gonna be running so goddamn fast if we're playing tag. My ankles are gonna snap. I'm gonna split them bitches together and I'm gonna keep on running. If we're playing tag and we have to catch her before sunup or the family dies, I'm running like Barry Allen, Wally West. I'm running like my body's not gonna be able to handle the amount of stress I'm gonna put on it. My heart might explode at how fast I'm gonna be running.
Could you imagine like butts up or like wall ball? Where you gotta run up and you gotta run and tag the wall before the ball hits it. You kidding me? If you're getting there, you're closing in, and you just see the ball come right over your shoulder. That split second, I'm just like, I'm fucked.
If we're playing dodgeball, as soon as the ball comes to me, I'm gonna launch that ball so hard, I'm gonna dislocate my fucking shoulder, my testicle, my leg, and my hip, because I'm gonna throw that ball so goddamn hard. We're gonna win. It's gonna put a crevice in the chest. If I'm a family member and we gotta win by sunup, my whole arm is gonna shatter. I'm gonna be like Deku from My Hero. My whole arm's gonna be broken.
I'm just throwing my whole arm with it. It's coming off. It's going.
Certain games will be stressful, but I'm ready for it.
fucking Foursquare. Just combine next to each other. Fucking ball.
I'm trying to think if there's any other stressful games that I can think of that I could just take to the extreme.
One-on-one tetherball.
Oh, if we playing tetherball, if we playing like the 90s old school tetherball where you just gotta hit it on both sides, as soon as that tetherball comes my way, as soon as the game starts, I'm a line said, hey, it's gonna be a fair game. Let's just go easy on each other. As soon as that ball comes to my side, I'm socking that bitch so damn hard. That thing's gonna spin around. That thing's gonna spin around so fast at a velocity, it'll probably kill her right then.
I'm keeping scissors. I'm gonna cut the string. cut the fucking ball off. Yeah, we're good. I guess it's a draw. Gotta start over.
Even if it was a dance battle, I'm putting Grease and Crisco on their side.
They pull out the Dance Revolution pad.
Oh, if we playing Dance, I'm confident in that. If it was just like, hey, instead of hide and seek, we're gonna play Dance Revolution. Only thing I'm gonna say is, bitch, I got this. I got this. I got this. Dance Dance Revolution shit. Family don't gotta worry. We gonna live that night. We gonna live that night. Anything other than that, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna say, hey, we fucking dying. We had a good run. I'm gonna go cook me a steak and some potatoes. I'm gonna eat my last meal because certain games it's just not happening.
Made for.
Yeah, especially if it's Uno No Mercy, I'm opting out.
Yeah. that game gets aggressive.
I'm opting out because I'm not gonna be the first one in the family to be humiliated. especially if the new family member who's being initiated in the family, what if they a master at Uno?
Yeah.
What if they just top dog in that shit? You think I'm going to the library?
You end up playing chess and you realize that your spouse to be is a descendant of Bobby Fischer. You're done.
I don't even know how to play chess. And you find out that your soon to be, well, your wife or husband is a grandmaster chess player, and the box just said, "Oh, you got to play chess against them." Who the fuck gonna win? We can't even cheat.
You realize there are pictures on the back of the box. You're like, what the fuck is this?
We all died.
We're done.
Only games I'm confident in is dodgeball, tag, Dance Dance Revolution. I think that's it. Yeah, them the only three. Now we playing them 3 games. We got it. We got it. Especially tag. My eyes gonna roll back to the back of my head. I'm drooling, tongue out. Bitch, I'm gonna catch you. And when I catch you, I'm gonna grab you by the back of your collar and yank that ass to the ground. It's gonna be a shockwave.
Turns into a fucking wrestling match.
I'm gonna be like the damn Predator if we're playing tag.
Just taking trophies.
I'm taking a damn trophy. But if I don't stretch before, my ankles and my legs are gonna shatter.
You're like, I wasn't prepared. You're like, yesterday was leg day. I'm in the DOMs right now.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's the end.
That's the end of the episode.
What is this?
Episode 3.
No, this is episode 4.
3? 4?
Yeah, I think so.
We lost track. It's over.
So this is the end of the episode.
4. Follow us on
Instagram.
TikTok.
TikTok.
YouTube. Support the Patreon if you want to live spookishiously.
Join that Patreon. If you want more of this, if you just want more thick boys laughing, then sign up for that Patreon. Join the cult. It's a fun time. We're having fun. You want to have fun with us.
They want to see us play butts out.
Join that Patreon. Join all the other socials. We're out of here. I'm still thinking about tag because now I'm really want to play some fucking tag like competitively. But
on ESPN 8, the Ocho.
It's been fun. I hope you all are doing well mentally and physically, taking care of yourselves. We'll see you again. Smooches. I miss you. I love you. Please come back so we can laugh with you. All right. We're done.
We're done.
We're done.
We're done.